Royal guards are symbols of tradition, discipline, and professionalism, but when pushed to their limits, even they can respond. Decisively today, we'll explore intense moments where royal guards stood their ground and taught tourists unforgettable lessons. Number 1. When this man goes to take a picture breaking the white line rule, the royal guard tells him to back off. When he doesn't back down at once, the royal guard signals the police officer and the tourist realizes his mistake. This proves that boundaries are not just suggestions, they're essential. This clip shows how sensitive the Royal Palace police officers are about the security of the royal guards. How did they get rid of the idiot riding a bicycle? This is so good to taught these idiots their lesson. When this man acts like a joker in front of the royal guard slaps him.
Listen, he's doing his job. Don't be an idiot. You can't do nothing.
Want to see more? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button up next. What happens when someone messes with a royal guard horse? When the boys play with the royal guard horse, the royal guard silences them with just a look. He is real Sigma male. If you are enjoying these moments, then hit that like button. As we see here, this young woman approaches one of the royal guard's horses. Maybe just curious, or maybe a little too excited. The royal guard immediately steps in with a sharp command. Don't touch the horse! A stern reminder that even the slightest touch is off limits. This boy might have done something a little mischievous, or perhaps more serious. The officers seem to have him under control, and it's clear they're doing their job. Whether it's a small mistake or something bigger, but one thing for sure, the law is always watching, especially in a royal setting like this. Here we see a royal guard on his patrol walking with that trademark focus and discipline, but then, out of nowhere, a tourist lost in the moment walks right into the guard's path. A near miss. Luckily, the tourist looks up just in time and spots the guard narrowly avoiding what could have been a very close encounter. It's a good reminder, always stay alert, especially when you're near those on duty. A little awareness can go a long way. Some tourists are pushing the limits, getting too close to restricted areas. A police officer quickly steps in, giving them a firm reminder of the rules. Suddenly, an elderly lady approaches the royal guard. But before she can get too close, the guard shouts, "Go back!" Startled, she quickly apologizes with a sorry. An elderly lady tries to touch the royal guard's horse, but the guard tells her, "Get out of my way."
Mother, get off the road!
She ignores him, continuing to cross the line and misbehave. The guard stands firm. Royal rules are not to be ignored. Remember, respect for the guards and their horses is key when you are visiting the palace. If you are enjoying these moments, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Another one. A couple approaches the royal guard, excited for a memorable photo. But instead of just posing, the man decides to hug the guard for the perfect shot. Big mistake. The guard, staying true to his role, pushes the man back hard. It's a reminder. The royal guards aren't there for selfies or hugs. They're on duty, and crossing the line comes with consequences. Here we see a lady standing right in the guard's way, completely unaware of what's about to happen. As the royal guard approaches, it's clear she needs to move quickly.
Make way!
The guard calls out, "Make way!" Looks like she got a quick reminder that the royal guard's march cannot be stopped for anyone.
Off the right!
Here, a lady is getting a little too curious and reaches out to touch the royal horse's rope crossing white line. Uh-oh!
Off the right!
That's a big no-no. The royal guard isn't having any of it. The guard shouts, "Leave the rope of the horse." Looks like she learned the hard way that the horses are off limits. The guards are trained to maintain order and keep everything in place. No exceptions. As a young girl approaches, She reaches out to touch the horse's rope, a common instinct when you are so close to such a majestic creature. But, uh-oh, it seems the royal guard has noticed. He quickly commands, "Go back," making it clear that touching the rope is off limits. A firm reminder that even the smallest interactions with these royal horses come with strict rules. It's a perfect example of how the traditions surrounding the royal guard are respected and upheld, no matter how innocent the gesture may seem. His lady steps a little too close to the royal guard's post, crossing the white line that marks the restricted area. Guard quickly responds. Step outside the box, a clear instruction to stay behind the designated line. The guard is on parade, moving in perfect sync. Suddenly, a woman steps into his path. At the last moment, she quickly steps back, avoiding him. The guard, however, remains focused and continues his parade without missing a beat. An elderly woman gets too close to the horse. Suddenly, the horse bites her bag, causing a brief moment of surprise. The woman quickly moves back while the guard stays focused and calm. As the woman gets too close, she begins touching the guard's horse. Suddenly, the horse grabs her shirt with its mouth, leaving her startled. She quickly pulls away, surprised, while the guard remains completely still. If you want more moments like this, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Amazing moment ahead. This girl asks the royal guard if she can feed his horse an apple. The guard nods in approval, allowing her to feed the horse. It's a rare and special moment, showing a sweet connection between the horse and its admirer. In this heartwarming moment, we get a rare glimpse into the royal guard's personal life as his own. Family joins him for a picture. There's the proud auntie holding up a sign that reads, "Proud Auntie of Fun." Personal touch to this unforgettable family moment, and even the royal guard seems to enjoy the moment, breaking from his usual serious role to share in the joy of his loved ones. In this scene, we see an officer trying to maintain order by asking people to move from a restricted area, but it seems they're not paying much attention.
Can you try it?
Despite the officer's efforts, the crowd continues to ignore the request, creating a bit of a standoff. But just as things seem to be getting out of hand, something changes. Enter the royal guard's horse, and with it, an immediate shift in the atmosphere. The moment the majestic horse arrives, everyone falls into line, instantly becoming more serious and aware of the situation. A perfect example of how tradition and presence can bring an instant sense of authority, even in the most chaotic moments. We see the royal guard's horse taking charge in a way only it can. We see a gentle reminder of the importance of respecting boundaries. As a deaf man unknowingly steps across the white line, the royal guard notices. With a calm and understanding approach, the guard gently reminds him to stay behind the line, a quiet moment of guidance. Things take a turn when a man, oblivious to the boundaries, begins dancing right in front of the royal guard. The guard, visibly frustrated, quickly reacts. It's clear that the guard's patience is wearing thin. This is not a joke, he seems to say. As the man continues to disrespect the rules, he angrily tells the man to stay behind the white line. As the crowd watches, it becomes obvious that this behavior isn't acceptable. The royal guard's strict authority and the presence of his horse are a reminder that boundaries must be respected. During this grand parade, the royal guard marches forward, focused and in perfect formation as he moves ahead. A family unknowingly steps into his path, causing a brief moment of uncertainty. But the woman, quick to recognize the situation, steps aside just in time, allowing the royal guard to continue his march without disruption. It's a seamless moment of respect, where both tradition and awareness come together in perfect harmony. A woman steps forward, drawn to the royal guard's majestic horse. With a sense of curiosity, she reaches out to touch the horse. But the guard is quick to notice. With a firm yet respectful reminder, the guard gently warns her not to touch the horse, maintaining the boundaries of the ceremony.